Hello everyone and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we're taking a look at the fifth wave of Mobile Suit Gundam G-Frame candy toy figures, and basically how this line works, kind of an anthology series for various Mobile Suit Gundams. You get one armor box and one frame box. The armor box obviously has most of the armor in it. It does come with a frame, but that frame has literally no articulation, and then the frame box is the really nice articulated frame that you can then peg the armor onto. So between the two boxes, you get a pretty nice looking little candy toy Gundam here. I like these a lot. They're kind of like Gundam Soto figures in a way, but no stickers. Everything is painted on, which is really, really nice. So I appreciate that quite a bit. Now, in this wave, we have three different mobile suits here. We have the Rx9 Narrative Gundam, the MS-06F Zaku 2, and the MSN-06S-2 Sinanju Stein. Now, I will be honest, I'm not familiar with most of these. I know the Zaku, because it's from Mobile Suit Gundam. These two, not terribly familiar with, but I thought the designs looked cool, so I decided to go ahead and pick these up. I passed on the fourth wave. There's just a bunch of ones in there that I didn't really care for, but the sixth wave has some good ones coming up, so I'm excited for that. So taking a look at the packaging, pretty basic here. Gundam advertised on the front. Just shows you the lineup here. Armor, frame, armor, frame, armor, frame. And you can see that because this is 13, 14, and 15, we're on the fifth wave. Each wave has 3. So if you've been collecting them all up until this point, you should have 15 different mobile suits. But yeah, pretty basic packaging for candy toys. Nothing terribly exciting there. And then for the frame box, pretty much the same thing. They just kind of do, the frame box is more black in aesthetic, and this one's more white, just so you don't confuse them, so you don't end up buying 2 armors, etc. But yeah, so pretty cool packaging here. I'm going to go ahead and put these together, and then we'll take a closer look. Alright, so here the 3 are all put together. Like I said, no stickers. These are all painted, which is very nice. I'm very excited about this. Taking a close-up look here at the head sculpt. Really nicely done. I like that quite a bit. Oh, and this one is the, let me get the name right here, Rx9 Narrative Gundam. I'm not quite familiar what show this is from. If you know, please let me know in the comments below, because I'm interested. Really like the design of it. I think it looks pretty cool. You can see it comes with a gun accessory. It comes with a shield. Obviously, these are both removable. They just peg into the hand. So you just pull this out. It's a little snug, as you can see. There we go. So that just slides into the fist. It goes in a lot easier than it pulls out. But also here on the arm, the shield piece just clips on. You can see it has kind of like a little brace there. And that just clips onto the arm. And the shield looks pretty good. So all in all, I have to say, for a candy toy, I'm very impressed with these. I wish it came with a beam sword accessory. But these don't come out, and there's no connection pieces or anything. They're just there for aesthetic. But the head's on a ball joint. It's actually got a hinge and a ball joint, so you have 2 points of articulation there in the neck. Unfortunately, the shoulder on mine, just that one shoulder, that piece is a little loose. But that gives you a look at how the skeleton or frame works. But you can see that there is a shoulder joint this way. There's a joint up here. Then there's an actual ball joint here in the shoulder, a bicep swivel, 90 degrees in the elbow, and then the fist is on a ball joint as well. So this one stays on really nice, and all it is this just clips onto the frame there. So unfortunately, the one shoulder on mine is a little loose, and it's kind of a bummer. But you have movement here. There's kind of 2 joints here. There's kind of an ab ball joint, and then there's also like a ball joint where it actually connects to the waist. So there's a lot of nice movement there. You do have a ball joint in the hip. You have double knee joint, and then you have a ball joint in the ankle. So really nice connections, really great articulation for a candy toy, in my opinion. And they just really look good. I love the beam cannon. I think that looks great. And like I said, the biggest draw for me is no stickers. This is all paint applications. It looks great, and I'm very happy with it. So I'm going to put him off to the side. Next up we have the Zaku 2. Now this is pretty much a typical Zaku. It has a couple extra accessories. You can see it has these like missile pods that can clip on around the legs. These do not have to be attached if you don't like them. They just clip. You can unpeg these and then it comes off like that. So if you want to just the standard look, you can go with that. And they don't like attach, they just kind of sit there with gravity. I think they look kind of cool though, just some little extra missile pods. You just put them around the calf there and then they just clip together and then they're literally just held on by gravity. But I think they look pretty cool. Adds a little bit of extra firepower to the mobile suit. So pretty cool there. I love the gun. And if you want, you can do the traditional pose of having the gun out, and then you can move this arm over here to grab the other side. And I'm not great at posing figures, but I know it can be done. Let me just see if I can get this over here. There you go. Like I said, I'm not great at posing figures, but it can be done. You can have them hold on to the other side. And put this all back here. But yeah, again, I love the accessories. They have that shoulder shield. You do have the axe, which of course he can hold in his hand as you saw. It also has a peg here on the side, so if you wanted to attach it on the side of his hip, you could do that as well. So that's pretty cool. I like that. But I've always liked this axe for the Zaku. I think it looks pretty cool. I kind of wish it had a little bit of orange paint on the blade there to make it look like it was, you know, lit up, illuminated with the energy. But either way, still looks very cool. Now the eye, it's very difficult, but the eye can move from side to side if you can get like your nail or something in there to kind of move it. And it also comes with this other piece over here. You can lift the top off and replace this so that this dome will come off and this could be on there. So if you want to give it a little bit more of a pronounced look, like maybe it's a commander or something, you can switch that out. I like the classic look, so I'm just going to leave it like this. But that is an option that it comes with, which I really appreciate. And you also have this giant cannon, which I think is really cool as well. It's a massive weapon. And you can have him hold that in either hand. So I'm going to put these accessories off to the side. But yeah, absolutely love this guy. And he's got pretty much all the same articulation points. But I love the extra like cable connections. I think that's really nice detail. And it doesn't get in the way of the knee articulation, so I appreciate that. These rattle around a little bit, but like I said, once you pose it on a shelf or something, you know, gravity just holds them in place. And there's a kind of a little ball joint here in the shield connection, which I appreciate. So yeah, really liking the Zaku. Really, really liking the Zaku. Okay, and then this last one is the MSN 06S Sinanju Stein. I'm not sure if this is a enemy fighter or, you know, it's a Gundam. I'm not quite sure, but I like the design of it a lot. It's definitely more heavy duty, so it kind of reminds me more of like a Zaku or a enemy craft, just because it's kind of like stout, for lack of a better term. But then the color scheme and this symbol makes me think it's more of a Federation suit, so I'm not sure, but I like it. I love the color scheme. I love the design. He does come with the Beam Saber accessory. If you really wanted, you could have this Gundam use the Beam Saber. You know, the accessories should be compatible because they're all the same kind of fist pieces, so you should be able to move that over. And then he's got another awesome beam cannon. I love this shield. That shield is fantastic. I love the look of that. So that clips on the same way. It has that bracket that just clips onto the forearm. And I mean, these are just connected with a peg, so if you wanted to leave the bracket on there but take the shield off, you could. They just peg right on. It's very simple. Taking a closer look at the head sculpt there. Very tiny little red eyes, but very cool. And then he's also got these extra pieces that just kind of peg onto the side. If you wanted to take them off, you could. It's just to give it a little bit more of that kind of built-up look to the design. And then he's got these pieces in the back. I'm not quite sure what these are. I'm assuming some kind of large jet pieces, but I don't know what these on the end do, but they look neat. And, yeah. Again, same articulation as the others. He's got that ab crunch. He's got the swivel. All the articulation is pretty much the same. So, I really like all three of these. I really do. This is, to me, is kind of the more, like, traditional Gundam look. Zaku, obviously, classic foot soldier. And then, again, love the color scheme. Love the little bit more bulky nature to this mobile suit. Really very cool. So I definitely recommend picking up these 3 if you can. It's really just your preference. I mean, the nice thing about the G-frames is there's a lot of diversity, different mobile suits from different series, so you just kind of pick and choose your favorites. Obviously, I bought these from HLJ, and I was able to get them in a full case. So, you know, in that case, you kind of have to get all 3. Obviously, you could sell off the ones you don't want, but there's not really a great way to buy, like, individual ones unless maybe you hit up eBay, Mandarake, or happen to live in Japan would be another great way. But yeah, they're definitely really neat. I think they're cool for what they are. They usually come out to about $10 a figure in my mind, because you're kind of paying like $5 for each box when you kind of break down what the case costs. But yeah, I think they're totally worth it. I think they're pretty good. And, you know, little $10 model kit action figures that you don't have to put stickers on, I'm definitely here for them. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. And as always, thanks so much for watching.